Hey puppies, my name is Ninja, and today we are checking out something incredible. Minecraft 1.18 has begun. Today is the first experimental snapshot of the next part of the Caves and Cliffs update. Today it added all sorts of amazing things. The cave biomes are here, the new mountains are here, and a whole lot more changes have been made that will revolutionize the way that Minecraft survival mode works. Let's check them out. I haven't actually checked out any of the features in person yet. All created by an incompatible version. You cannot load any old worlds no matter what they were loaded in this. One quick note while I create this world is to remember this is an experimental snapshot. I'll leave a link down in the description to the page for Minecraft Java Edition to tell you how to get this experimental snapshot. But remember, if you find any bugs in this snapshot world, in this experimental snapshot, which I can't spell, that's my snapshot 1.18.1. You cannot post any bugs for it on the official bug tracker. It is unsupported because it's an experimental snapshot. So, actually want to create a mode different. Being easy. So remember, this is an experimental snapshot, and apparently we're going to get this for every world, which makes a lot of sense. This world uses experimental settings that could stop working at any time. We cannot guarantee it will load or work. Here be dragons. Proceed, but be warned, puppies. Things can get dangerous. So while it takes an incredibly long time to actually load up and create this world, let's talk about what are the differences compared to Caves and Cliffs Part 1, 1.17. Reading straight from the official changelog, we now have the new world height and depth, meaning the top of the world is 320 and the bottom of the world is -64. New mountain biomes having added the lofty peaks, snow-capped peaks, grove meadow and snowy slopes have been added. We also have the new cave generation, which includes cheese, spaghetti and noodle caves. Local water and lava levels in the underground, which means we get patches of water and lava. The new cave biomes generate naturally underground and inside mountains, which includes the lush caves and dripstone caves. Currently no other biomes in that. Natural variation in terrain shape and elevation independently from biomes. So that is a new thing that's been added. For example, forests and deserts could form up on a hill without needing a special biome just for that. We have the new ore distribution, large ore veins, integrated mountains, caves and cave entrances, and monsters will only spawn in complete darkness. That's the biggest technical change so far. Load it up. Let's see. We're right next to a mountain. A jungle. How do I always find jungle? Oh my gosh, an azalea tree. Keep this on my life, but it's slightly just going to be mean going. So first off, coordinates and seed. I found a jungle straight off the bat, and it's going to be so whoa! Look at all this new stuff on the F3 menu. Multi-noise terrain view. No idea what all that means. Oh, it's interesting. So there will be a lot of bugs. It's experimental and kind of glitchy. I'm assuming this is abandoned jungle. Yep, kind of cool. What the? I didn't break anything. So that looks different generation. Looks like a hill. So azalea trees. If you've been following 17 some earlier snapshots before, there was a split of two biomes. Two biomes. What am I talking about? Two updates to 18. Some of these features may sound clear to you, and they made for a very good game. Now, is there actually? There is. It's dirt. If we go into spectator mode here, we should be able to see. Oh my gosh! Oh wow! Oh my gosh! This is amazing. And this is just the first tiny little part of this amazing snapshot that adds so many things. Look at all this grimstone, also known as deep slate. those who cannot behold the majesty of that true name. Look at all those spore blossoms, actual spore blossoms. Please give me those. Oh, look, a cave spider spawner. So this is a big, I believe this is a cheese cave is the name of it. It's big, wide, and open. This is in the Lush Caves biome. Oh, it says Lush Caves. Incredible. 3D biomes are here, puppies. We've got Lush Caves biome. Now, where are we right now? Actually, -19, so very low down. So all the way down to the bottom of this. It goes all the way down to about -40. Lots and lots of deep slate everywhere. Yeah, I call it deep slate. I just call it that so that people don't get confused and think I'm living in the past. I am in the past. Lots of monsters, but you may actually notice there's not very many monsters in here. That's because of the last change that I read from that snapshot. Well, this must be a spaghetti cave. Look at this. It winds down like this. Oh, fantastic. All deep slate diamonds. Oh, also, for the purpose of being a YouTuber, I'm going to give myself the night vision effect, which means I see total brightness always, and I see all. There we go. So now no more darkness. Kills the atmosphere a little bit, but also, you know, helps with my viewers actually being able to see what I can see. Some screens it's like shows up really dark, and then whenever I watch my videos on TV, it always comes up really dark. So it starts over here. Very cool. Lots of clay. I'm so glad that they made it into the actual thing. Like all this clay, thinking with the bricks we can make amazing. And it comes into here. You got these big stalagmite type things. How have I already forgotten which ones is that? And so luscious and so big. Massive cheesecake here. Oh, it goes. It's exposed to the surface. Excellent. This is beautiful. It literally is. I don't know where my render distance is set to, but it's as you can see. It's only 11 shots. Oh my god. Huge. This is incredible. So the final change that was added in the snapshot, and by final change I mean final if you're reading from top to bottom on the is that monsters will now only spawn in total darkness, just like axolotls. Previously, they had to be in light level 7 or less. So that means so right here it says client light of 14. So if I went all the way over to here, normally they'd be able to spawn. Now they can't. A monster can't actually spawn there anymore. They have to be all the way over here. So that lantern is mob proofing this whole area. It will make the mob farms have to be a lot bigger, but will make lighting this up actually plausible. Because previously, and I've heard other YouTubers talk about this, like how in the world are we going to light this thing up? Because it's so big, and if we didn't have all this local water level, like this massive, beautiful aquifer in here, then what would we have to do? We'd have to, like, a slime. Interesting. We'd have to light this whole area up, and, like, all this stone. It'd be ridiculously expensive, especially early game. But I mean, imagine making a base in this. I think I can see bedrock down there. No, it's a steep slate. Steep slate. Massive base in here. You could have a whole city in these walls. This is incredible. Utterly incredible, and it's open to the surface up here, and it's a jungle biome, which has nothing to do with the fact that there is a lush cave beneath it, but it does fit the whole vibe. Oh, what's over there? Is that a Badlands? Have I found the greatest seed ever? You can see it. Is that actually? That is not a mesa. I can't move anymore. That's weird. Oh my gosh, I found a mesa. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't seem right. I mean, it's epic while we have it, but that does not seem right. Why would we have a mesa cutting through a jungle? That's funny. Is this a mountains? Because this is massive. Yeah, this is probably mountains. Oh, now it's geo, and there's no motion down there. Very interesting. So I've heard that structures can start generating in weird places, like you'll see in that space where, like, you might see a jungle temple in, like, the ocean, and a desert temple in a jungle, and stuff like that. So there's some things that can get messed up from it. So this is a mountains, and it's nice. It's not spectacular, but it is nice. It is nice. We need to find a spectacular one. And this just slopes down, and they've tried to improve generation of all biomes to make them more hilly and large and utilize new structures. Otherwise you'd have a giant mountain that would just dwarf everything in existence, and it would just look kind of weird. and it actually generated in the right biome. Well done. So the world has been increased. The world height limit is 384, if I remember correctly, is now the total height from bottom to top. We have to find the magnificent mountains. So we haven't found any dripstone caves yet. Perhaps we should look for those. Or looks like, and it's very interesting because now some of the ocean is being like lifted up. No, that's not much of dripstone caves. Some small. There's something. Dripstone caves biome does generate them. This is just a pretty bad example of it, just like with the mountains it was as well. I haven't done it that way still. You know what we should do? We should teleport ourselves way away from here. Just to like start again. 1,000. That is not 2,000. Let's just go 3,000 or so blocks away. No, it actually overlaps the other screen. The title of the person actually goes so far it overlaps the Java part of the menu. Oof. A real mountains, not just a mountains biome, a mountains complex. If this ever loads. Whoa, what the heck am I doing to the sky? What the? Oh, what? Am I in F5? I can't tell. What's going on here? Yes, here we go. I'm confused, sorry. Must be a flower forest there. If I go far enough away, which I would like to do, and look at it. Wow, this is... Wait, is this... It's a meadow. No way! This isn't a flower forest, this is a part of the mountains. What? Look at all the oxidaisies! Oxidaisies, how have you pronounced that? Look, what? This is like... all this time, puppies. We've been asking for the Skylands biome, and now you've got it. How high up are we? 102. How high up is that? Look more and more. Oh, it is a flower forest. Maybe this is actually the meadow, more than the meadow than some of its flower forest. Is some of this powdered snow? Is all of this powdered snow? Let me try and tell. I think this is powdered snow. I don't know. Does powdered snow generate? Surely it does a bit. Maybe it doesn't. So it seems to be right at the new height of the... Really? No powdered snow? Yeah, it's just the first snapshot. It's kind of hard to tell where this mountain starts and ends now, actually. Kind of crazy. Well, there's an ocean down there, so obviously. This is, it just starts at the ocean, really. This is not what I'm looking at the meadow. I forgot that meadow thing. So this entire island is a mountain. What the? That's crazy. Got this cool generation. Oh, village. Very good. Do you live in a house? No, you live in a place. What's what we do? Now there's a lot of information on the official changelog thingamajig website page, but one information piece you may have missed if you've read it yourself is when official, proper, full snapshots will start releasing. Sometime in September, sorry I can't speak. They said sometime in September, probably, so technically it's not guaranteed, but more than likely. Which is pretty cool considering it's set to release sometime around the holiday season apparently. So that probably means we'll get about, what, 2 or 3 months of snapshots, which makes sense. considering they've already been working on these amazing features for so long. And right now, it's quite buggy. Sometimes you see like lush caves generating on the surface, and this is still very experimental. But they've managed to get this out already, and it's only, what, like, it's only June, and they said they're going to release that in September. Okay, another mesa. Is this mesa cutting through a jungle, though? No, it's actually somewhat reasonable. Whoops, not survival pool. Be bad. It's right next to a savanna and a desert. It's actually supposed to always have a desert bordering it, so technically this isn't actually intended, but... What the? What? Is that just an ocean? This is what? I literally was just saying, Hafiz, I'm not sure if I got the bit in there, but I just said, imagine if rivers look like this. This is a river. This is a river. That is an actual river. That's like what a river in real life is. And it even like comes into a swamp, which is kind of annoying because then it's but, wow, and it goes into the ocean. Like this is then the ocean, and you can barely even tell when it merges. That is so cool. Snow-capped peaks biome. What are we gonna see? My face in a block. What the? I'm in a cave. I'm in this. What? Whoa! How tall is this thing though? Okay, I'm actually on the ground right now. Okay. Okay, what? Okay, whoa! We found a real actual mountains. Oh! Oh, it's a real mountain range. It is a real mountain range. That's right, Bedrock, you don't have nothing on us. This is it. I can't even find the edge of it. This just goes inwards on forever. I don't think it's meant to be grass here. Maybe it is. It doesn't look horrific. The clouds are annoying. Kind of funny. Let me get a spyglass, for no good reason, really. Oh, imagine a base in this valley. This is the valley, and this is the valley, but it's still snowy slopes. And you come up here, there's very few trees. It's a grove. Wait, the tree just like generates its own tiny little biome called a grove. And what's with that packed ice? Because that's super cool. But shh. Actually, make that fun. Powdered snow. Powdered snow. Bucket. Look at this! Wow, this is awesome. And there appears to be like this is like a proper grove down here. Yeah, where there's like actual trees, like a big amount of trees. And oh my gosh, it goes all the way down to a river biome. Assuming this is a river, yes. And you've got like this river cutting through a giant mountain range. And I can't actually see the top from here. Hang on. And look at that. Incredible. Even like a massive cave going through there. Oh, this is it, puppies. This is what the caves were always meant to be. And this is the park, I think. Is this a grove? No, it's a snowy tundra. And a giant tree. Giant tree tiger. Sorry. Wait, is it? Oh, it's a village. Oh, that's cool. I've never actually seen that before. I've actually never seen a village cut into there before. Pretty cool. So this is actually just a snowy tiger over here. That's... oh, what? It merges into it. That is so cool. It's just purely coincidental, but it's also so cool at the same time. And then it just comes up here, and then it goes all the way to this peak. And the peak isn't actually very high. In the grand scheme of the fact that the world height limit is now 320, this is like nowhere near it, but oh whoa, the entire ice cap peaks actually. 183 is the highest this one goes to, I think. I'll keep flying around and see if it goes anywhere else. It goes even higher, but I'm way jumpy out. And this goes on for ages. It's got this weird little thing which is there. I'm sure that'll be fixed soon. Snow into caves. Little dripstone area. Oh, could have a little patch of dripstone there. And it even merges over here to a giant spruce tiger. Which is like up on the mountain, and then this is all like the meadow thingamajig, which has got walls in it. Or they may have spawned in the giant tree tiger, I don't know if they spawned in here. And the meadow is above cloud height limit. Donkeys are going weird. I'm assuming donkeys spawn in the meadow then. Through the dirt, that means there's a lush cave. Eventually, somewhere down here, there's a lush cave. This is a pretty cool lush cave. Did I take a screenshot? No. No, it's even just in case. Oh, here we go. This is like the first proper dripstone cave we've seen. Pretty cool. And there's this gigantic meadow that just goes on forever. And then this mountain. Pretty cool. If I do say so myself. Wow. Does it ever end? Yes. Is it always bordered by a flower forest or something? Because that's like twice I've seen that now. It's kind of insane actually. It feels like I'm playing with amplified world generation, but also doesn't. Because there's some areas that are just like properly flat, they're like the real areas rather than just like tiny bits. And there's this huge mountain. And I think that's another mesa. Altogether though, this is an incredible experimental snapshot. See that in the background. An incredible experimental snapshot released by Mojang. It does say 1.18 experimental snapshot 1, so I'm sure that there will be more to come even before September. And yes, so I actually, myself, apart from weird biome generation, which is like mesas not bordering deserts and just having, just cutting through jungles, which clearly isn't intended. Other than that, I haven't seen any bugs. I've only been going around for 34 minutes, but I've traveled quite a large distance and I haven't really seen any major bugs. Whoa, this is awesome. Snowy Slopes goes down to Grove, which has a river in it. Pretty cool. I'll finish up the video here. So, I hope to see you in another snapshot showcase very soon, where we get to see many more amazing snapshot features like this. 1.18 is coming. The new world generation is here. We have caves. We have the mountains. We have this epic monstrosity that is behind me and just keeps going on for like as far as I can see. We have the new world height limit is here, and sometime by Christmas, it will feel like Christmas has come in July. It's July, isn't it? Is it June or July? I literally don't know. Oh hey, it's July. I thought it was June. Christmas in July, because 1.18 is out now. Will be out very soon. And so puppies, with the fog of my low render distance fogging up basically the entire mountain range, I'm gonna have to see you soon, puppies.